title here that you'll see up here is Thou Shalt Not Lie. And it's a popular saying, if you will. It's not the totally 100% accurate verse in the Bible, but we'll get to that here in a minute. But thou shalt not lie. Now, of course, when we think of a lie, we think of lying about anything, really. You could lie about how much money you have. You could lie about how much you weigh. You could lie about how much food you eat. You could lie about all kinds of stuff. Now, biblically, the Bible talks about really lying against other people or lying to other people. That's really the main text of that. But just in general, it's not good to be lying about anything, because what I find in my experience is that lies have a way of finding their way back to the surface eventually. It may not happen right away, but eventually, no matter how big or how little the lie is, it has a way of finding itself to the surface and creeping up when you least want it to, or when you least expect it. So I just personally feel like, putting biblically aside for a second, I just feel like personally that nothing good comes from telling lies, because then you have to tell a second lie to cover your first lie, and so on and so on and so on. And ultimately what ends up happening is the person or people find out what you were lying about, and it just becomes awkward after that, or it can be. And, bad things can happen, as I say quite often on this broadcast. So I will read you a couple of scriptures here. Normally I go real life situations first, then scriptures, but I'm going to reverse it here. I'll read you the scriptures first. I have two of them. Well, really, it's the same scripture in two different places. Not often in the Bible where the scriptures are repeated within the same Bible, but here, Exodus chapter 20, verse 16. And when it says, of course, thou shalt not lie, it's the ninth of the 10 commandments. There are, of course, 10 commandments. This is the ninth one. So Exodus chapter 20, verse 16, in the easy to read version, to try to make it plain and simple, says, you must not tell lies about other people.